Blah, blah, blah. How many talks out there? And we are constantly exposed to talks, webinars, web conference, video conferences. A lot of talks. But who is really walking her talks? Who is really transforming words into actions? Today, we are taking a Nordic walk with Helena Jansson, who is the Senior Vice President Finance International at FedEx Express. Hello, Helena. Lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Very good to see you too. Everything is great. Like everybody else, finding the new normal in non-normal.
New normal. So I say the Nordic walk. I know you're from there, but where are you connecting from?
Well, I'm connecting from Belgium right now. So I have Swedish roots. I live in Belgium and I work in Amsterdam. So truly a European citizen.
Truly European citizens indeed. And we are lucky to have you at our different events and competition as well as on our board. One of those events was the Company of the Year competition back in 2019 in Lille. Which memory stayed with you from this gathering?
You are so tough. Only one. That is really not fair. So I'm actually going to sneak in two. So one in Lille, I have to say, is when we entered the auditorium and all the students were there, and it was buzzing, it was energy, it was professionalism, it was just an excitement that you just cannot grasp unless you have experienced it. So I would say that's one memory, but I think you're cutting the Lisbon event short, because the Lisbon event for me also created some really strong memories, and I was a little bit worried, can we really recreate that buzz from Lille in a virtual world? And for me, the key takeaway for the students, no problem at all. They were really on it. The one that struggled is the people of the older generation like me, you know. But I was really impressed. It was you had the same buzz and the same feeling and the same excitement in a virtual event. So I have to call out Lisbon. I really think we have to talk about that.
I have goosebumps. I totally have goosebumps while hearing and listening to you, because you really recreated that magic moment we all lived, whether it was in person or it was virtual. This positiveness, this optimism of the young people, of young future entrepreneurs. And you, have you ever been tempted to create your own company? And if so, what would it look like?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It never entered my mind until I really got involved with junior achievement. Growing up in Sweden in the 70s, it wasn't really something that you thought about. It was considered, was very unusual. And I guess that's why I'm so taken by junior achievement and everything that we do, because we're really demystifying, creating a new company, starting it up, we're making it easy and possible. And I think that's so special.
And you've been around with junior achievement for quite a while now. So how would you describe JA in Europe in 3 words? This time 3 words.
You're really tough. I would say rewarding, necessary, and fun.
Rewarded, necessary, and fun. Yeah, we need to have a lot of fun these days, huh? Because the young generation has gone through so many challenges lately. And really, we at JA, we're serving over 4 million young people every year. And FedEx has long been an advocate for global entrepreneurship, has been supporting us for many years to promote the development of entrepreneurial skills. So what are the top 3 skills young people need to develop most, in your view?
I think the first one would be curiosity. I think that is it's really important. Curiosity to learn, curiosity to share, curiosity to experience, curiosity to go forward. So curiosity would definitely be at the top of the list. The second thing would be teamwork and face-to-face interaction. And I think that in today's world, when we are used to talking through screens or computers or phones, we almost forget to the human interaction, which is in the end where things come together. So don't forget the human interaction in all of this would be my second piece. And then the third one, and it's probably because I'm the older generation, the skill to work hard. Nothing in life is for free. There's always efforts involved.
Curiosity, interaction, and work hard. As the winners of the FedEx Access Award, which is one of the most valued by our young entrepreneurs, can you give a hint to the finalists, those who are getting to our summer festival, how they would impress this year's judges in the new world we now live in?
So you want me to tell us our secret, how we do our scorecard, but I'll give you a few tips. I'm sure. I mean, the Access Award is about connecting the world. So we're obviously looking for a company who has an international ambition. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they are already exporting or importing or actually involved. It means that it's scalable and they have that idea and that thinking. So that is really one of the key things that we are looking for. The second one as well is sustainability, making sure you bring something back to the community. It has to be something with a purpose. And that kind of fits in with our company culture and philosophy as well. So if I would pull two things out, it would be those two. There's obviously many more, but I'm not going to share all of our secrets.
Well, I am sure that many are listening to us, that are watching our Walk the Talk, are already taking notes to win the FedEx Access Award. And I'm sure that you have heard and read a lot about the impact of this pandemic on young people. And yourself, as a mother of teenagers, you might see it firsthand. Now, many are now talking about a lost generation, talking about the COVID generation, the generation of unemployed. But for us at JA Europe, we believe the young generation are tomorrow's heroes. What do you think, Helena? Is the generation of COVID is the lost generation, or it's really a generation of heroes?
I think it's definitely the generation of heroes, but I think you got it wrong. It's not tomorrow's heroes; it's today's heroes, because they are heroes today. And if I would call anything out, I do think the younger generation shows what resilience and curiosity. I think that they are actually handling the current pandemic much better than the older generation. So I definitely don't see them as a lost generation. And I think if anything, they're embracing the new normal and actually thinking it's normal to be schooled by a computer. I'm not so sure I would have liked that, but they just go with the flow. And I do think that is creating opportunities for the future.
Creating opportunities for the future. So JA Europe and FedEx is helping them. It's helping tomorrow's heroes not to be that lost generation. Any of the programs that you particularly like, any of the activities that we particularly like, that you see that is a huge impact on this young generation?
I like the coaching and the mentorship. If I have to call anything out, I think that is really something where I think you can make a huge difference with very little means, and you create a purpose as you get involved. So if I would give any advice or any direction to companies or young professionals out there, get involved, engage yourself, sign up to be coaches, sign up to be mentored. It gives so much more than you give.
It is indeed very, very, very rewarding. As we experienced, over 100,000 business volunteers we had this year from different from 40 European countries across Europe, and FedEx volunteers have been really supporting the young people in this difficult, delicate moment, but also a moment of reflection, a moment of vision of the future. Helena, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us, the support that FedEx Express has given us over the years. Any last final word?
I think I'm gonna like to quote our CEO, chairman, and founder. And I talked about being an entrepreneurial idea and how we started off as FedEx. And Fred has said, fear of failure must never be the reason not to try something. And I think that's just spot on. We need to keep on trying. We need to push the boundaries because we have everything to gain from doing that.
Thank you so much, Helena. Keep on trying. Keep on walking your talk. Actually, we saw, we witnessed it, we are experiencing it, that yes, there are a lot of talks out there, but we have fantastic board members at JA Europe that are really committed to make a positive impact into society and in the life of the next generation. It has been an absolute pleasure having you with us today, and we look forward to finding the future winners of the FedEx Access Award. Bye, Helena.